I'm cooked. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm doubting myself if I can really do it. Come on. Fuck. So here I am, 1 kilometre in to my walk around the Isle of Wight. I only decided to do this a couple of days ago. 10 years ago, I attempted it as part of an organised challenge. I got halfway and couldn't hack it. Mind and body absolutely gone. So got the ferry home and it's been eating me up for the last 10 years. So giving it another go. Will I do it? We'll see. Shouldn't be too difficult following the coast, but I don't know if this way just goes to a dead end. I'm going to go closer to the coast because I'm walking around the island. Hey mate, you right?
Good afternoon, welcome to Happy Tower.
Thanks.
We're a 150-year-old folly.
Lovely. Oh, Steve. So 5 kilometres in, it's taken me just over an hour. So at this rate, to do the roughly 110 kilometres that I think it is, it'd be 22 hours. But I've got to remember, I'm not doing this to do any record times. I just want to finish it. You know, it's treating it like a holiday. If I've got to sleep tonight, Friday night, take it steady tomorrow, and even if I've got to sleep again somewhere Saturday night, I'm going to do it. This is my first real steep hill of the day, just as the sun's gone behind the clouds, so it's come at an alright time. Oh, look at this. Good thing about walking around the Isle of Wight is it does appear to all be signposted. Just kidding, I do need this. This bit here looks a bit treacherous. Oh, crikey. That's fun. Nearly 10k in. This is my first sit down. I was getting really thirsty. It's a bit of a blister coming up on the right heel, so put a plaster on it before it gets to the point of no return. Preemptive, that's what I've learned. And all the other walks and cycles and challenges I've done, don't wait until it's too late. These Compeed plasters, they are worth their weight in gold for things like this. Remember when I was walking to Iraq for the first 4 weeks, I had set myself a budget of about 5 to 10 euros a day, and I was going through that budget just on these plasters. No other plasters cut it. I think it's part of the coastal path. I mean, yeah, it's very coastally. I'm not sure if I've gone too far towards the coast and this is just some sort of secluded beach, but I'm going to carry on walking this way and see where it takes me. Oh yeah, just going past.
Right.
Cheers.
Believe at the end.
Oh, there's a bit of a jump in it. Woo. I think I might have gone wrong here. Gone into a hotel and there's no way to get to the coastal path, so I'm just coming up here to see what's happening. I'm just going to go through here, then if I can get to the beach, then, you know, I'm going to get around the island, aren't I? Oh, okay. So there's no getting down to the beach from here. Ah, look, it's so close, but I can't get down there. Maybe if I can just go back a little bit. Oh well, we live and we learn, don't we? There is a nice pub here at the hotel, but I'm only 13k and I can't be going down the pub at 13k. So I ended up backtracking about 500 meters to get onto the beach. I'm just coming up to where I was, where I had to turn back around. And yeah, there's no way I could have got down and through that. Now again, if I was a little bit later on in the day, this would be an ideal spot to camp. So I've come to my first, you know, not major, but my first obstacle. A lot of the Isle of Wight is falling into the sea. Yep, so that is where the coastal path used to be. Obviously not there anymore. Nice steep climb. There's a man coming down on a mountain bike. Let's make way for him.
Alright.
You right?
Alright, cheers.
That's right. I've been walking for 4 hours. Might not be able to see it, but Portsmouth is just over there. You can see it clear as day. And there's the church where I started and ride even closer. This is Sandown, first major town got to since ride. I've done just over half a marathon, 21.7k. I'm alright, my legs are alright. My feet got some blisters and they're just a little bit sore. I'm looking for a shop so I can get a Lucozade. I'm gagging for a Lucozade. Got my Lucozade. 22 kilometers, just gonna sit here 10 minutes, rest my feet, drink this. The Red Squirrel Trail, because the Isle of Wight, famously, only place in the UK that has red squirrels, probably. There's a lift going up to where I need to get to. How am I going to take it? Trying to think, like, where do I go here? Past disappeared. There it is. It just joins back onto the road that I left, so completely pointless. Up, over a grassy hill. Just joining the road I was on anyway. Yeah, coastal path. Coastal path's going for another bit of a diversion here because I think part of the original one I fell into the sea, so it's taking me around the long way. Is what it is. I'm going to assume it's closed for cars. Coastal path's telling me to go up here. So up here I will go. This is it now, down here, Winter Venter. I can smell that pint of Guinness. Like sitting down weren't really that great for me. My ankles have seized up, chafing like mad. So I'm gonna go on for about an hour. Whoa, what the hell is this? Shall I have a beer? You had to pay to get in, £12. So I'll be swerving that and carrying on back on the mission. It's probably better that I didn't get diverted by that, because I could have spent all night in there. Or could have been. This is a lovely little spot here. Still following the coastal path. This reminds me a little bit of Turkey, walking the Lyceum Way. You'd come to like little villages like this. But real similar vibes, even like the dusty road. It's pretty treacherous, probably as treacherous as I'd like it to be, this amount of light. Oh my god, it's a badger! Oh, he's gone. So that's it, I've done walking for the day, about 37 kilometres. It was getting a little bit treacherous walking in the dark, and the head torch isn't the greatest. I don't think it's got much battery, so I've found an old, well, I think it's an in-use pottery kiln around the back of an industrial estate, but I'm going to sleep here for a few hours and then set off in the dark, and then it'll just start getting lighter. Might be a dodgy night, but got to be a little bit feral every now and then. Good night. Good morning. Sun's just coming up. I've been walking about 15 kilometres through the night. I had a little 2-3 hour sleep around the back of an old industrial estate. Couldn't really get to sleep at first, but that was alright, did the job. Then I woke up about 2:30. I was like, well, I can either just sit around, lie around here, or I can get up and go. So I got up and went. Says this way's closed because of landslides, but I'm gonna do it. That moment of truth. Yeah, that looks all right. Can I get down there? Oh, I can. Wait. Right, I'm down. Can I get up? I think I can. Yes. half closed. Mad. So I'm roughly a third of the way through today. Getting really tough now. So I've reached a milestone. To the south there is the English Channel. If I look north, there I can see the Solent over there. So approaching the point where I turn around and walk back towards Portsmouth. I'm cooked. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm not even halfway done today, not by a long way. On top of the 37 kilometres I walked yesterday. I'm doubting myself if I can really do it, but I would kick myself more if I didn't finish it. It would just mean I just have to come back another time and do it and go through all this all over again. So I'm gonna have a breakfast, have a coffee, take a couple paracetamols for my blisters because that's the worst bit, and then go from there. So I've just been chilling out for about an hour, just down there in that bay. I didn't film any of it because I was gone. I just wanted to sit down, have my breakfast, have my coffee. I sat outside because, I've been homeless the last 24 hours and I was well aware of how much I smell. So I just sat outside, get myself out of the way, scurried in, got some coffee, got some orange juice, helped myself to mountain croissants and pain au chocolats. Had a fry up as well, all for 25 quid. So hopefully I worked out I've got 49 kilometres left to do and I've done 61. So I'm well over halfway. So there are the Needles, most recognisable feature of the Isle of Wight. And I've been walking west for the last 15 hours, 16 hours. So now, more importantly, I'm turning east, back towards Portsmouth, towards Ryde. Final stretch. So that's it, I finished walking west. Now I'm walking east, back towards Ryde. Every step now is taking me closer to home, which is a nice feeling. So I'm roughly halfway done for the day. 37 kilometres, about 37 more to go. That is so demoralising. I can barely walk a kilometre, let alone do what I've already done today. I've been walking for 9 hours, 20 minutes. I've got to do that again. I don't have to get to Ryde for tonight, but to be honest, what else am I going to do? Just stop here and twiddle my thumbs and then do the same again tomorrow? I might as well, whilst I've still got plenty of time in the day, just keep on walking, just do as much as I can. Today I've now walked a marathon. I've got to say, it is tougher walking a marathon than it is running. I think it's because you just spend so long on your feet. But I've got, well, the end is in sight. I think I've got about 29, 28 kilometres left to go, and that's done. See, this road's pretty scatty, as it is, but there's a tiny path on it. So there's another really bit of hairy road here, and there's no other alternative. So I'm just going to run it. Keep an eye out, pull in when cars come like this, get out and run again. So I've been walking now for just over 24 hours, left Ryde about 2 p.m. yesterday. I reckon I've got about 6 hours left. So what's that, 30 hours in total with a 3-hour rest last night. and then loads of little pit stops today. I can't get over how tough it's been. Worst choice of footwear since I went over the Himalayas in a pair of Adidas Sambas. But even then, they didn't give me any blisters. This is, every step's excruciating. I've actually found that running sort of puts less pressure on the blisters, so I'm just gonna sort of jog where I can. Right, so I'm now in West Cowes, which is significant because this is where I packed it in last time. This final 12 kilometres, I'm certain I'm going to finish it now. Question is, will I finish it in time to get the 10:15 ferry? Gives me 3.5 hours to get there. Oh goodness me, I'm in so much pain. Just got my first glimpse of the Spinnaker Tower. Oh, it feels good to see that. But so close yet so far. Still got 2 hours, 2.5 hours of pain. Real pain to go. So I've been walking now for 15 hours today. To be honest, I stopped counting a long time ago. I remember this morning looking at having done 5 hours and thinking I'm not even anywhere remotely close to making a dent into this. Final 5k. I thought when I got to the final 5k I'd be buzzing, but I'm not. It just means there's 5 more horrible kilometres to shuttle through. I've got a massive hole to go up and all. Oh, I want it to be over. There's the ferry from Fishbourne back to Portsmouth. You know what? I'm not zero temptation to get it. I'm so close. Just about 4 more kilometres to go and I've completed it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Fucking hell. Come on. Welcome to Ryde, the town where it all started. So close. Okay, head in the game. Nothing silly. So close. Whoa, look at this beautiful cat. I've just seen a kilometre from my final finish line. Bye bye, puss puss. There's the ferry terminal there. That's the first time I've seen that since I started at about 2 o'clock yesterday. I'm just under a kilometre away to it, but got about an hour until my ferry. So, honestly, even though it's so close, I can't make my legs move, so I need to sit down here for a few minutes, get my strength back, and then one last final push. At least this is the first time that sort of I know that I'm going to do it now though, so that's a nice feeling. Just, I want to get on that ferry, sit down, put my feet up. Probably won't be able to stand up again, but this is going to be the best sit down I've ever had. I'm never going to take sitting down for granted ever again. Oh fuck, I shouldn't have sat down. Oh no, this is really hard to get going again. Okay, one last push. This is going to be the slowest kilometre I've ever travelled. There it is, like 100 metres away. I've done it. Oh, that was the hardest thing I've ever done. 31 hours, 107 kilometres, 1 hour sleep, boiling hot, heels. I had nothing left in the tank when I still had 50 kilometres to go. I don't know how I got through it. I I knew that I had to get back to ride, but I've done it. Got back with half hour to go until my ferry. So I'm very, very happy.